Don't worry about nothing back there. This is amazing. Look at my full video to see how I made it. This was not my idea. This was the idea I saw on the internet. So I made it my own. This is a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I ain't making enough. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, when you see the countertop junkie, you know that could only mean one thing. We cooking. We cooking. That's what that means. All right, so what we got in here, we have some garlic, 2 cloves, and we just mashed it up with our mortar and pestle. And now we're going to add it to some melted butter. All right. Clean them hands. You don't want them sticky. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add, move that pestle out the way. Move the mortar. We're going to add a little bit of white pepper. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. About that much. Now we're going to add a little bit of sal. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Y'all say I use too much salt. And I already told y'all I use too much salt. So I don't understand why y'all say that. You use too much salt. I told you I use too much salt. You know? I'm also trying to get my sodium up. You know? So there was this bodybuilder, and I did some of his low-calorie s'mores. He uses a rice cake, and he makes s'mores out of them. So now we're going to open up 2 of these cans of minced clams. I don't think the brand matters, but I will try one of these just to see what it tastes like, because I never had this particular preparation. Boy, I got to oil up this daggone can opener, man. I'm getting weak. Let me just drain some of that water first. Drain some of that water first. I'm really struggling. I had to call my grandma. Grandma, I need some help in you. That's what happened though when you use your can opener and you wash it. All right. And since we've spent $3 on this can, we're going to get all our clam out. We're not worrying about y'all. Y'all say, oh, you need a half a cup. And then y'all leave a quarter cup in the bowl or in a can. Now we want all our clams. That's why we had that pre-measured amount, right? I really don't want to get back. Look at him. Look at him. Look at Coco. Coco, what are you doing, Coco? So they say the 2 videos that I seen online where they do this, they say that you could feed this liquid, the clam liquid, to your meow, to your gato. Se habla español. Yeah, somewhat. Okay, we getting there. And the reason I'm draining it while it's just a little slit, because I don't want to spill the liquid, being that my can opener is not complying with the torque that I'm putting on it. All right, let's get our trusty chopsticks. Now, I'm going to do this, but let's see. Let's try a little. You know, not bad. Not bad at all. So we need to drain this really good. And if you don't have strainers like this, get one, because it's a very uh, economical tool that you could use. Now, you know what? I got to add one thing that was not in the recipe to this. And the reason I have to do that is because I like that. So we're going to add a little curry powder. Just a little bit, not much. Just a little bit. Because we're in New Orleans, we're going to hit it with that cayenne. Little cayenne pepper. I kind of shoot some of these in the morning. I just take some cayenne and mix it with a little bit of water just to make it a liquid. And then I drink it. I just been doing that for a few days. It ain't been many, but you know what it tastes like? It tastes like New Orleans, all honestly. Now Coco is ready to eat. I could tell. So this is what I'm gonna do. Get back, Coco. I'm gonna take this bowl and I'm gonna put the liquid in this one because it's a little bigger bowl. The clam juice. Now in this bowl right here, I ain't gonna break it, don't worry. I'm gonna put the clam in it because now I'm gonna get the next tool that I'm gonna need. And I know y'all seen this one in a lot of videos, but I'm getting this rubber spatula so that I can incorporate all of the mixture where it needs to be. Sit them right down. Now we're gonna do like Bob Marley says, stir it up. Now you might be saying, you from New Orleans, how come you don't use Tony Sachet? And that's a good point. That's a really good point. That's a really good point. You from New Orleans, how come you don't put hot sauce as an ingredient in everything? It's a good point. That's a real good point. In fact, that's a real good point. You know? Now, we're going to build our dish now. Now, I know I'm forgetting something, but I'm not worrying about that. I know I'm forgetting something. I know I'm forgetting something. And I really don't want to add these crackers to it. I really don't. There she go. I was wondering where she was at. You just ruffle a bag and there she go. Look at it down left. But I guess you put the crackers in it because the crackers is what's going to make it. It's going to cut the meat, give it more texture. And look, you ain't got to go crazy on this, all right? Now, the next thing I'm going to put in this, I'm going to put a little feta in it. I don't want the cheese to overpower it. Man, come on, baby, get in the bowl. Now, on the video, they actually cook it in the can, and I think that's super country. And they ain't in part of the country I'm from. But for all intents and purposes of this video, I understand. Who am I to tell somebody else how to cook their video? Man, this has a really good flavor. Don't ask me how I know. All right. And we're going to smooth that down in a crock. I got this little crock. It's oven proof, stove top proof, microwave proof. And it was only $1.50. And the good thing about it has that thumb rest right there where you could grab it. Now we're going to take a little Parmigiano Reggiano. See if I can get this right. Why do I always try to use my left hand? Come on, baby. This zester is very sharp. And I have lost a little bit of skin. I'll tell you what, let me try it like this. You just got to take your time with it. If any of you ever worked with your dad or your grandpa, and it's just like using a miter box. You got to take your time when you use that hand sign and miter box. The hardest part is starting it. But once you get into the rhythm, you're good. Now I'm going to just rotate the plate instead of trying to. Look, that's going to work. And you might be like, well, man, how much of this Romano cheese he going to use? Parmesan Reggiano he going to use. You know how much I spent on this block of cheese? So we're going to use it all, baby. Now, we're going to use it all. All right, so now we're ready to put this baby in the air fryer. So here we go. There we go. First lady came in here and hit the camera and messed it all up. So that's why it's going to be the little glitch in between. Now, I'm hoping that the quality of this video is where it needs to be. Turn it that way. And look at right there. Pause back. Always in the camera trying to eat. We have clams down here, but we mainly eat oyster. No, you might say they ain't got enough green in there. And I understand that. And it wouldn't stop the pause back. Man, this is 10 out of 10. Hey, Chuck. This is really 10 out of 10. This is 10 out of 10. This is 10 out of 10. This is 10 out of 10. I can't believe how good this is. I really can't. It don't look like much. It does not look like much. Man. The only thing I got to stop the video so I can eat. This is amazing. This is amazing. I got to stop the video so I can eat. Mm, 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 mm.